never felt tomorrow closing in this fast. Oh, I guess time's in a rush. Leaves are falling down, but at least they grow back while I'm on a one-way track.
So it's a Sunday and Jackson is just taking some wire down on the fences because we're going to redo all the fences on the property, and I'm going to start mowing some lawns. But I'm just going to walk over there now to grab the lawnmower because Jackson's been using it as a little car. Doing some fencing.
Fencing?
What are you doing?
Just untying all these wires of these adjustment paddocks so I can tear the posts out and make, well, 1, 2, 3 big paddocks.
Nice.
So we can run a couple of head of cattle in here.
Yep, we're gonna get 3 cows and we're gonna get a white one and a light tan one and a brown and white one maybe.
Yeah, we'll just have to see what we can get from market. But
there's ones next door that are really cute and I just want those ones. But yeah, we'll see what we can get. So I'm gonna start up the mower and start mowing some grass. It's very windy today, so I might need to put my head on. My hood on. I mean my head.
head on.
My head on, need to put my head on. And I wear a mask because I get really bad hay fever when I mow the grass. So people probably drive past and think I look like an idiot, but it's better than sneezing all night.
I belong to you.
Do just what you want. You're the one I trust, and I always be around when I need some loving, baby. No one else.
Yeah.
Let you down.
So I've finished mowing all the paddocks, I'll show you in a second. I've changed my jumper because I got absolutely covered in grass from the wind. But I thought I would show you some updates that we have, which is a little enclosure here to keep Willis in. So Jackson and his pop built this fence a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, it does the job. It's nice and neat and it keeps this boy in. So now that we're finally living here, we have also made a herb garden. So we went to Bunnings the other day and we thought, let's buy some herbs. It was very spontaneous, but we've been using them a lot. And yeah, it come up really good. So I'll show you what we've got. We've got some parsley here, some mint, thyme, rosemary and basil. But we got heaps of basil because we love making pesto. I made a really good cocktail the other night with the mint. It was sort of like a whiskey sour with mint in it. So I might show you guys the recipe tomorrow or even tonight. I will give you a tour of the tiny home. It's not completely finished yet. We still have to put some cupboard doors on and a couple more things, but I will give you a tour anyway. I'll probably do that tomorrow as well, make it a little bit more tidy. But yeah, we're finally living out here and we've only been living here for a month now, I think, and it's been bloody awesome. Like, we absolutely love it. And last night we were standing outside at about 9 o'clock, I think it was, and I was just talking to Jackson and I just looked in the sky and I was like, what the hell is that? And it was like about 150 satellites just traveling in a straight line. I think it's called the Starlink or something like that, but there is a tracker for it. So if you're interested, look up Starlink or Satellite Link tracker and it'll tell you what times you'll be able to see it. We've also tidied up around the water tanks, which I'll show you. We actually got our water tanks hooked up as well, so now when it rains it collects water, so that's really handy. Yeah, we did get our water tanks filled up, but not all the way because it was last minute and it was around Christmas time, so they couldn't bring enough water down. But now that it's all hooked up, it's yeah, it's filling up, and Willis is naughty barking because I'm leaving him in there. But I'll show you what we've done around the tank. So when we first moved in, it was absolutely covered in blackberries, so we ripped all that out. But the other day Jackson has just cleared it all up and now it's just sand there, and we'll just spray it so blackberries don't come back, but it looks so much neater. So this is it all cleaned up, which he's done an awesome job. and all my grass is now cut. It's all nice and neat. That's our bonfire ready to go for next winter. And there's Jackson singing, loving life. This farm was absolutely covered in thistle when we bought it, so we're trying to get rid of all the weeds. We still need to cut the grass in these paddocks a bit more. We did get them slashed, our friend did it, which was really nice of him to do. We've got the back paddock, we've got all around here, and the soon to be vegetable garden paddock all under control, but it's just these ones here that we have to fix up. But yeah, like I said, Jackson's been removing all the wire because we're going to redo the fencing, and I think there's about 6 paddocks all up, but we're going to turn it into 3 big paddocks. And then yeah, get some cows so they can start eating the grass and get it down nice and low. It's looking so much neater out here. And yeah, now that we're starting to get these paddocks all done, it's making me feel a lot better. We still have a whole heap of blackberries to get rid of here, which we will eventually do, and move that dog pen and stuff. But yeah, it's all starting to happen, which is very exciting. We also bought a new mirror today for the tiny home to put in the bathroom, so I'll probably get Jackson to put that up tonight so it's in there for the tour tomorrow. And yeah, I might ask him whether he wants a cocktail tonight or whether tomorrow after work. I'm not too sure. Probably should have it on a Sunday night rather than a Monday, but it's delicious, so I think you'll probably want one. I should probably tell this naughty dog off for barking because he shouldn't be doing that. But yeah, Jax has just decided to mow the front paddock.
Well, I don't know about a whiskey sour on a Monday.
Because you've got the brisket cooking, so we could have a whiskey sour and the brisket.
Okay, let's do that.
Cocktails tonight. Yeah. Have to pick some lemons. I'll make them outside so there's no sneak peek of the tiny home. Oh, stay tuned.
I'm just going to get the brisket off the leather. Or try to. It's probably really hot, so.
Just to let it rest.
Yeah, we've had it on for 9 hours now. No, 10 hours. Its internal temp is perfect, around the 90 degrees. So it's been on 90 degrees for about, well, it takes about 2 hours to get up, and then it stalls, and then it's in the 90 degree mark. So we'll let it rest for an hour now. And slice it up in an hour and eat it.
Yeah, looks good. So I've just juiced the 3 lemons. This is to make 2 cocktails. You might have a little bit left over. And then I've got my mint, my whiskey of choice, which is Buffalo Trace, and some sugar syrup, which is, I do a little bit more water to sugar, but you should do about equal amounts, and then you just mix it together so it's dissolved. So we're gonna put some ice into the cocktail maker, which is already melting. Hasn't actually been out that long. And then we're gonna do, for 2 cocktails, we're gonna do 3 30ml shots of the whiskey. So they are a little bit strong, but it's worth it. It's really, really yummy. 2 shots of the lemon juice. And then 2 shots of the sugar syrup as well, which will give it that sweetness. And then you just shake it. Normally whiskey sours have egg whites in them, but that kind of grosses us out a bit, so we don't add that. It's our own little spin on it. And then you get your cups. Get some more ice. It wants to come out. And then grab some mint leaves and just sort of rip them up a bit so it gets that flavour. I like to grab the bottom ones because you can use the top part as a garnish. And then you just pour in. Cheers. Perfect. So, cheers to finally living in the tiny home, which you will see tomorrow. Well, in this vlog, but tomorrow for us. So you'll see it in the next slide. So I'm standing in the tiny home about to give you guys a tour. It will probably take me 5 seconds because it's very small, but it's actually quite spacious. So yeah, don't get me wrong, it's very small, but there's actually quite a lot of room and we don't feel like we're on top of each other, which is really good. We still have a few things that need to be finished, such as cupboard doors on the wardrobes and in the bathroom. And then we also have to put some more handles on the kitchen cupboards. And then we also want to get a rug for under the bed and then a picture for above the bed. So there are still a few minor things that need to be done, but this is pretty much it. So yeah, let's get started on this tour. So this is where you enter into the tiny home. We just have a makeshift fly screen at the moment, which isn't really that good because the magnets aren't as strong as what they used to be. Willis, stay outside. And yeah, so this is where you enter in, and then you've got your kitchen, which you've seen before, but it's a lot tidier now. And we have a massive island bench, which is really good for cooking and for drying the dishes as well. I put a mat here and a dish rack. So that's really handy. And then we have a lot of space as well. So our pantry is a little bit messy, but it fits so much in here. We have all our glasses up here. We have alcohol cupboard in here, and then just some little knickknacks in there as well. We decided to put our microwave up here. We were going to use it for just regular storage, but we remembered that we had a microwave and we had nowhere to put it, so we put that there. We've got our fridge freezer here, and we got an aircon and heater installed too because we had a couple of really hot days, and our friends were really nice and got it to us on time, so we weren't really hot in here dying from heat. But yeah, so that was really good. So this is our kitchen, and it's actually a really decent size. Another thing that Jax and I love about our kitchen is our new purchase, which is the Breville Nespresso Creatista Plus. I think that's how you say it, but it's absolutely amazing. You have to go check them out if you're in need of a coffee machine. It is a capsule one, but it tastes just like a barista coffee, which is awesome. We did have the Barista Express, but it was just a little bit too big, and we thought we needed something small and compact to fit into the space. So that is a really good coffee machine if anyone is in need of one. We were given these bar stools to us on Christmas from Jackson's parents. They're just from Bunnings. I think you can get a another version of this, which is very similar from Provincial Home Living, but these ones are half the price. So that was a score, and I think they suit the area really nicely. And then, so when you move in from the kitchen, it's basically in the bedroom, tiny home. But it is small, but there's actually a lot of space, so we have a lot of room here, which is good to walk around and do some things, so it's not like we're on top of each other all the time. We put this little plant here for decoration, and then we added in the Kmart string lights to turn it into sort of like a lamp, because we didn't have a lamp, and if we were to put a lamp here it would just take up so much room, so we thought we'd do that, and it actually looks quite cute, I think. And then we have our bed. So we actually had to end up buying a different bed frame. This one's just from Fantastic Furniture. We went for this one because it was smaller than our other one, which meant we had more room in the walkway here. The bedspread we got from Adairs recently. We got it the other day because our last bedspread we've had for about 5 years, so we'll due for a new one. And the pillow as well is from Adairs. So our wardrobe still needs a cupboard door in it, which we will eventually do. But it actually fits majority of our clothes in there, so that's really handy. And then also under our bed we have some storage boxes that we got from Kmart. So they're just under here, but we've been able to fit quite a lot of our shoes and clothes in these two. So I think they're about $4 for a pack of 3. I'm not too sure, but I'll link them down below because they're really, really handy to store clothes in. And we've got 4 each on our side of the bed. So we've got 2 pieces of artwork at the moment. We want to get another one to go above the bed. This one, my sister gave it to us for Christmas a couple of years ago. It's of Willis, and it's always been up in our house as you walk in, so we thought this was the perfect place for it. And then we also have another one which she gave to us last year, which my friend Abby actually drew, and it's absolutely beautiful. And it's of the photo of when we first got the house, so that's very cute. So coming through behind the bedroom is the bathroom. We've got our TV here, so we pretty much use our bed as a couch as well. So that's where we watch TV. And then through here, Jackson's actually just hung up this mirror, which is really handy. We keep all our brooms and vacuums here. We have our laundry station here, which is handy because I haven't actually had a laundry inside for about 5 years while we're renovating our last house. So it's been really good having a laundry inside. Then we have just our shower, toilet, towels, and then we have another wardrobe here which we keep some clothes and then our towels and things like that, which we still need cupboard doors for. And then we need cupboard doors for the cabinet up there as well. But yeah, it's a nice space sort of bathroom. There's quite a lot of room to get changed and whatever. It's actually the most space we've had in a bathroom in our house that we lived in beforehand, so that's really handy as well. So yeah, it's small but it's really spacious, which does the job. So that is the tiny home tour. It's not entirely finished, but you get the idea. I will do another tour when it's completely finished, when we have a rug, when we have a picture on the wall, when all the doors are on. But for now, this is home and we absolutely love it.
Darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty with the